Okay, still on page 2, guys. 2 pretty easy transposing problems. One very easy one right here. There's a couple of ways to go at this. One thing I like to do is to get rid of a bottom number. I teach a pattern this way. You can do it a couple of ways, but I just multiply by 2. That's not a square. That is multiplying each term by 2. That 2 and that 2 cancel, so that you have 6a equals 2 times 12, 24. I do both sides of the equation and both terms by the 2. So 6 times something equals 24. Therefore, a equals 4. I can put a 6 under each of these and cancel. And that gives you a equals 4. Now, lazy way. 6a over 2 equals 12. The 2 and the 6 can cancel right away. 2 into 6 leaves you the 1. This leaves you up here the 3. So 3a equals 12. That means 3 times the number is 12. Therefore, that number a equals 4. Imagine that. Both are easy. I want you to learn how to get rid of the bottom denominator out of equations so that they can become simple transposing problems. That's my real goal. On this one here, this is straight transposing. It's not hard. Here, you've got the x's. I'm going to do it the hard way rather than the lazy way, just to teach you. I'm going to get the x's on this side and the numbers on that side. It'll cause us to deal with a negative, but that's good for our soul in some way. The first piece to move is the 30. Plus 30 and plus 30. Now you know that cancels, that's a zip. That leaves me with x over here, and that's x. The equal sign, I've got 5x still here, and 30 take away 10, the higher sign is positive, is going to leave me with 20. That's pretty simple. 30 take away 10. Now, I've got to move this one. Let's move the 5x. This sign is positive. I do the opposite. I subtract. 0. All I have left is 20. Over here, I've got x minus 5x. Now, there's a little bit of complication. The sign of the larger is negative. I'm going to have a negative, and 1x from 5x is 4x. I have a negative 4x equals 20. Now, I'm going to get rid of that negative sign as well as the 4. I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to do this. I'm going to divide each side. That negative 4 is multiplying, therefore I do the opposite. I divide. And I do the negative to get the sign changed. But remember, it changes each side. Negative 4 and negative 4 is now 1, a plus 1, so a plus x equals negative 4 divided into 20 is a negative 5. That is your answer. There's the negative sign. That's how you get it. Be careful on your process. It's not hard. It's really kind of fun. Okay, I'm going to do a problem that I normally like to do 3 or 4 different problems out of the whole test together, but on page 2 I'm going to work this anyway, and we'll just take it from here. This is a problem. It's a transposing problem. It's got 4 pieces with the equal sign there. One term here, plus sign, then another term. That's a term, and another term. My problem is I can't transpose because I have those numbers on the bottom. If I were to get rid of those 2 numbers, then I could do the normal transposing process. Here's how you get rid of these bottom numbers. Because of the equal sign, we are not adding a fraction here. We're not finding a common denominator in order to make them all fractions. We're doing the opposite. We're getting rid of that number and that number. That one's 3, that one is 6. They both go into 12, but they both go into 6. That's your best number. 6 doesn't go into 3, but 3 goes into 6. Now, you surround each term with parentheses in this kind of a problem with one or more denominators you get rid of. I did that problem a minute ago with the 2 on the bottom, and we got rid of it this very way. If I multiply this quantity by 6 and this one by 6, once you choose the lowest number that both will go into, you multiply every term by that number. Now here's what you do. Then you go through and you cancel the pieces that you can and multiply. Right here you've got a 6 on the bottom and a 6 on top. That leaves you with a 1 and a 1. 1 times 5m, you now have your first term without a fractional denominator. Yay, I know you're happy. There you go. I can see you smiling. Now you've got the 6 operating here. Everything has to be multiplied by 6 so that every piece is an equal on each side still. 6 times 2, there's no denominator to cancel, therefore 6 times 2 is 12. And the equal sign. 6 times 8, yes, is 48. 6 times 8 is 48. Now, watch the signs. Here's the negative. The 3 and the 6. You have to cancel every time you have the denominator there. So 3 and the 3 goes one time. 3 and the 6 is residual 2. Now you've got that 2. You've got to know what you're doing there. 2 times m is a negative 2m total. Now that is an easy transposing problem. You know how to do that, right? Sure. Let's get the m's here and the numbers here. We're going to move this over here and the 12 over there. It's adding, so we subtract. Therefore, 0. You've got your 5m here. 5m, and you have to subtract your 12 over here. 48 minus 12 is plus. You have a plus 36 left. Now, you've got to get rid of your 2m. Add 2m, and you have nothing. But you add a plus 2m here. So you've got 7m on this side. The numbers are gone. All equal 36. How about that? Now everybody thinks they've done the problem wrong because 7 does not go into 36. Look at this. This is terrible. They've got m equals 36 over 7. They think they have made a mistake, but you haven't. They did that on purpose to make sure you really knew that you did it the right way. Aren't you glad? 7 goes into 35 how many times? 36 divided by 7. 5 times 7 is 35. 36 minus 35 is 1. You've got 5, remainder 1. But it's a 1 that still needs to be divided by 7. 5 and 1/7 is your official answer to that problem. The trick is getting rid of these with all 4 of those 6s. Good job.